Well, it's that time of the year when my husband and I ask ourselves, which Christmas stocking is yours again? Honestly, these stockings are super cute, but they really lack in personality. So let's change that. This year, I'm going to make my husband a new Christmas stocking, sprinkle some razzle dazzle in it, and hopefully next year we won't have to ask ourselves the question. So let's get to it.
My husband loves peanuts. Not those peanuts, but these. Anyway, I thought it would be really fun to make his stocking out of his favorite character, which is Spike, Snoopy's brother. Honestly, Spike is known for being from the desert, his whiskers and hat. So I designed something to kind of capture his essence. Anyways, it was a big hit with my husband, so I'll take that. I decided to draw on the pattern piece to really help me know which section I need to cut out for each fabric without really destroying the sock pattern. All of the fabric was actually from a thrift trip that my husband and I did specifically for this in mind. And it was really fun and cool because he actually got to pick out the fabric, the colors, even the textures of the fabric. It was just kind of cool to have his input and his thoughts. So I just thought it was like a very fun personal touch for him. And he also found this killer fabric to resemble the hat, and it's amazing.
Sure, Charlie Brown. I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Lights, please.
Okay, so this fabric frays a ton. It's very delicate. So I just did a overstitch around the edges, and I am just looking at these two pieces, and I honestly think I might hand stitch the placement of the hat, and I might just hand stitch this all. I thought I could do it on a sewing machine, but I really want it to look nice, and I think hand stitching is going to be better for me. So that's what we're gonna do instead. Woo! I love that. Y'all, this was my first time hand stitching, I think, anything really. My technique is terrible, it's trash, but please don't judge, okay? I'm not really complaining of how bad it is because it works. At the end of the day, the sock is not falling apart yet. So I take that as a good sign of being okay. For the cactus part, I really wanted to have a 3D effect to really actually represent a cactus. So my mother-in-law suggested the triangle seed beads, which I didn't know existed, and I hand stitched them all on, and it totally gives me that effect. It's a fun texture and element to the stocking. I finally freaking finished all of the attachments of these beads, so now it's like this really fun pokey texture, but I am losing steam, and I gotta give myself a rule 23. We are cutting corners. We are going to enact the Christmas tree meme. Okay,
we are going to pretend that this stocking is going to be the front side of the Christmas tree, okay? It's going to look real pretty all on the front. The back, it's going to look bad. But my husband is fine with that. He is just happy as a clam that I'm making this for him. And at the end of the day, that's fine with me. So now we are going to embroider his face, and we're going to take chalk at first to figure out the placement of the eyes and the nose and the ears, and then we're gonna go from there.
The embroidery went pretty smoothly, except his ears. His ears were a little bit too large for the embroidery hoop that I had. This hoop I got from a video that I've made previously, and it was just too small. I thought I could get away with it by just moving the hoop up just in small increments to the direction I needed, but that caused a lot more issues and errors. I basically had to start all over. So I don't suggest that. I suggest getting a bigger hoop. I'm all for, just using what you have, but this was something that you probably should get. For Spike's whiskers, I was really worried that the embroidery floss would fray, would come apart, just wouldn't hold up for years. So I decided to braid it, and essentially I attached the floss like normal, just stuck it through the hole and pull it out. And then I did it similar to the one single strand, and I just kind of shoved it as close to the other strands and then pulled the one strand out, and it really worked. So I love that.
Okay, here it is. It's so freaking cute. Honestly, making a Christmas stocking is super duper easy. It should have not took me 2 weeks, but alas, here we are. Even with embroidery, even with the hand stitching, I think in total it probably just took me like maybe 4 hours to complete. But I love it. My husband loves it. And next year we're not going to ask which Christmas stocking is his and which one is mine. So that is awesome. It's pretty great. I'm pretty proud of it. So anyways, thank you for coming along with me making this stocking, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.